Boy, it might be about time to do this jobber.
Hi, guys. It's about time to do that jobber.
It's about time to do this jobber.
Hello, all of our arty friends. How are you doing on this fine April day?
It's gloomy here.
A little bit gloomy, but overall, nice day. Not too shabby. Okay. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together,
we are
PM Artist Studio. Hello, everyone. Please do say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. Otherwise, I don't know that you're here. But if you want to stay in the background, totally fine. Just do give those thumbsy upsies. Why is that important right now?
So your friends will know and come over and join the fun.
That's exactly right. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's go over here and say hello to everyone. And then I have some announcements. I got some updates on announcements. I was updated. Participants. Alright, we've got Anne, Art Curious, that's Miriam, Barbara, Belinda, Candy, Carrie, Charlotte, hello, you are new, I believe. Darcy, Dana, Deb, Eddie, Estella, Evie, Fran, Griffin Shield, that's Rhonda, Jacqueline's here, Jamie, Jeanette, aka Jeanette, Joni's here, Judy P, Julie Torrance, Yutha, Kathy, Leah Foy, hello, I believe you are also new. Lynn Nygaard is here, Lisa, Martha, Mary Ellen, Mitzi, Nightbot, she's the one you want to watch out for in the chat. Prompted by our moderator, she will drop in links and other information. Pages of an art journal, that's Christina, Patricia Lee, Paula, Panka, Respect Design, that's Akiko Silver, Granny, that's Lynn, Susan Dufresne, the Castiglias, why is that hard for me to say? I believe that's Kim. The Shelley Studio, Tana, Trish is here, Evie will be here, that's right, I saw her pop right in there. And Willow Rose Creations, that's Sherry. Look at that. Some other people kind of popped in there too, I think. Maybe Diane. I don't remember saying Diane, but see, I go fast, and then my brain just says, just keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going. Why are you looking so red all of a sudden? You leaned into the camera. See, I get it all set up for her, and then she starts to move about on me.
Well, excuse me.
I think I'm also getting a reflection now from the... Yeah.
Is that it?
Probably the paint. Should I go top sign?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I got to do announcements. Hey, Rennie. All right. So, you know, that group that we have there over on Facebook called the...
Makers.
Makes me an art and artist Facebook group. Jeez, my brain today. I'm having little glitches. I need more water. Yeah, poor little brain. Poor little brain.
Water, too.
I'm looking for my list.
Might have to go.
Okay, we have the color combo. The pink and orange. Lots of great things already. Oh my gosh, Panka. She did hers on black paper, white paper. She did it great. I loved seeing the two different things. That was fantastic. There's been a flag book done in pink and orange.
Flippy?
Yeah. Flippy
I
flag
like
book.
those flippy
I know.
flag books. It's one side orange, one side pink.
I know, it's all mixed up. It's fantastic. Well, I don't know. Yeah, so one side, yeah, kind of. I think so. We've got the collage that's going on, the collage prompts. There's the swap. You guys still have a chance to sign up until April 7th, so 3 more days to sign up for that. All that information can be found in the featured area over there in Makers. There's a link in the chat. There's also links down below in the description box. So if you're watching on the replay, do give those thumbsy upsies. Also very important, even on replay. Also very important to leave those comments letting us know, you know, things. Just a hello. That works too. Creative collab, Winging It, is going on. And then the launch of the YouTuber collab Hot Part will be on April 22nd. All of these can be then posted in Makers with the hashtag ArtyFun. I think I did that. Did I do that right, Anne? Maybe Anne will do another post, a follow-up post, just to make sure I have that right. That would be super. I feel like I got that. All right. Announcements have been made. What are the collage prompts? I do not have a list of the exact... I can't remember those. Maybe Judy's here. She can put that in the chat. Yes. It's all already fun. That's right. And today we'll try to give one of the books away that we showed the other day. You know, these little bugger, these fun things. Yeah.
Is it going to be that
Although
one?
I don't, yeah, I was going to say, is this the one of the ones you wanted to keep? She was being kind of stashed. I was surprised.
I don't know.
I think we should just give them all away. We know where to get other ones if we...
We do?
We do. We do. I do.
But are you sure they're still giving them away?
Yeah. Especially since we're buying paper from them.
Do we buy paper from them?
We buy Yupo from them.
Really?
Yeah, that's where we
Wow,
got it the
yeah,
last time.
They ought to hook us up.
Actually, the last 2 times.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were buying it from the Yupo people.
No, they don't sell directly. They only sell directly to paper companies.
Oh.
We haven't hit that
Yeah.
amount yet. We're getting there. One stencil at a time. Yes.
Well, I cleaned off my
I'm going to show
sprayer.
you. I'm going topside. Check this out.
And you can see why. I mean, it was not rolling well.
Hold it up into the technology.
It was not rolling well. And you can look at this. I mean, that is a good one.
It's a thick one.
Really, really thick. And I left those ends on there so you could really see, you know, what the problema was,
Hey,
especially
Ann.
right here. And I was looking at, you know, the brayer.
Hi,
And if
Colleen.
you really look at it, one side has a lot more clearance than the other. Hear that?
That's the thing that makes me crazy. I could go down and get a little grease for you if you wanted.
Well, I thought I was just thinking about using a little mineral oil.
Yeah, put that on there. See if it stops the squeak.
Stops the squeak. Well, I want to make sure that I don't get it all over everything.
Yes. I'm messing with my camera.
I don't really know if this is like substantial enough.
Yeah, that's why I said like the machine grease would get her done. I greased up the 2 that we used to roll out the Yupo onto the mats.
And it worked?
Worked really well. Keeps Brad from, wearing it down to
The
a nub.
nubbins? Yeah, because I
He's
don't
hard
have
on
any
it.
more to give him. He's on his last burger for
I'm
me.
assuming that we can probably figure out where to get those.
Probably.
Yeah,
Well, I don't
he
know.
could make a little purse out of that. That's right, Susan.
Seriously. Looks good with this print.
It does.
Speaking of, oh man.
Y'all recognize this print? Gotta hold it up to him.
Let me take care of that.
I'm sorry, the lighting here is just poop today.
Yeah, it is. It's a gray day in the...
And then, trying to
Neighborhood.
position the lights so that way you're not getting the glare directly on the, thing there.
Did you hear the squeaking, Massey?
See?
Hey,
Oh, it's
I don't
better.
know.
Very nice. Hey, even if it's a little temporary fix. Hey, Charmaine.
All right, well, we're going to pull this print because...
Charmaine, when it stopped rolling. It's just, I want to learn when and how to clean my brayer.
Well,
Hello, Gayla.
This is getting close, so maybe I'll do it online. I've done them before.
Yeah. It's always a good time.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're pulling this. We'll talk about it. Oh, man, look at that.
Holy cow. Is that the paint?
Yeah. This is the
Man, that is
edge of the paint here.
thick.
I know, it's some good
Well, don't
stuff,
peel
too.
that- yeah.
Up. Oh, and then we got down here, and it didn't even... Had a little problem with my final coat.
What paper did you put? Is that the Jack Richardson?
No, it's the Paycon.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just going to have to go along here and kind of... Sorry, it's out of camera.
Yeah, kind of pre-lift the...
Pre-lift the edge because the paper
She's just kind of...
is not covering it.
Oh, well, you can see it, actually. You can kind of see it in the small screen. Hello, Kirsten. Hey, Sherry. Hi, Violet.
Okay, well, sorry, guys. Guess I should have
Oh, Kirsten, I loved your video. She got her swap from Carrie Griffiths, the ATC swap.
Yeah.
And he sent her just the most mega awesome happy mail. And it was her first one. So he did you up right.
Good deal.
Okay, she also has this warning screen at the very beginning of it. I had to pause it. I had to go back because it went real quick. I probably would have left it up for about 2 more seconds if I were you. Maybe on the next one. Just to make sure people know.
Yeah.
But it was about, you know, if you have a problem with me saying or or any of this stuff, you probably should just move along. Kind of warning. I was like, that's fantastic. This video isn't for you. I thought it was fantastic. I'm very happy to say that it is better looking off of the plate
Than it was on?
Yes. I was a little sad that she used the red.
It's not red.
Okay. The burnt orange. Quinacridone. Burnt orange.
Get it right, Mom.
Yeah, I know. Get it right.
Get it right.
Just get it right. If you're going to talk some smack, get it right.
I'll tell you what I'm really upset about is this corner over here that's not going to be on there. Because this corner over here is really awesome.
It's thick goo. Well, save it and you can glue it on.
Maybe.
We've done that with ATCs.
Certainly have.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good color right there.
Oh, no, it was wonderful. Those are the best.
What?
She says it was a bit soppy and cheesy, Mariah. I was like a super fan groupie. It's okay. We've all been there.
Well, some of this I'm pulling it twice. It flopped back down there. Look at that on the plate.
I tell you, when Kylie Koo started talking to us, we fangirled big time. She's a class act too. I miss Kylie. I'm hoping that she gets things sorted out and gets back online.
All right.
I think about her every time I watch one of your videos, Kirsten, because she's Scottish.
There we go.
We need to send the
Now I'm going to have to come back and
twirly teardrops to you so you could say that.
But look at that edge. Isn't that just wonderful? I just needed, you know,
Oh, good.
I need bigger
Hi, Gretchen.
bigger paper. Okay, so here's what I did. I took my makeup, my, you know, iridescent makeup that I don't wear anymore, and put it on here. And you can see in some places it worked really, really well. In other places, it just was kind of like, and then here it just completely, this, when I was brayering, I was getting little pieces that were fluffing off and, you know, and moving about. And then look at this crackle here. Isn't that crackler?
Crackalure.
Crackalure. But I think it's remarkable. I love it. I think it would be a good floater.
A floater. What do you mean by a floater?
To mat it floating.
Yes.
Rather than, you know.
Because you would lose that.
You'd lose this. And I'm really, you know, I wished I could have maintained that edge there.
Well, or if you did want to mat it, what you do is you mat it onto a much larger sheet and kind of float it even within the mat.
Yes. Definitely.
That is okay. According to us. Other people might have other feelings about that.
Yeah, they very well might. I don't know. But I just think that there's so many nice little areas that you can explore there, whether you can see the colors. And remember, this is the one that kept moving about.
Oh, and I saw that Candy, congrats on your anniversary and birthday. Happy birthday. Tomorrow.
Put that down right now before something happens to it.
Yeah. because it'll flake off, and then you'll...
It will, and then I'll be really upset.
That's a fabulous corner. You should put that up into the technology so everyone can enjoy it.
I will do that. I will do that. Oh, there's nothing to glue this one to.
It's all paint hanging off the edge.
There's paint hanging off the
We
edge.
got it. We'll put it on one of those the Jack Richardson pieces.
Yes. And make sure that that's glued down. Ah!
What are you doing, lady?
Oh, I'm trying to
Get the goo off.
get the goo off so I can see where the hole is.
Mm-hmm.
Having a little problem there. My depth perception hasn't improved with my
New eyeballs?
new eyeballs.
No, I wasn't part of the... Hey, hey!
What?
Into the technology.
Oh, sorry.
Look at all that. And now you can really appreciate it.
But I spent a good hour painting on that,
All the little circles.
all the little circles and the different colors of makeup that I found another whole batch when I was doing my spring cleaning. And I really like that bluish purple
Yeah, I used to like wearing that.
and that plummy color here. It shows up really well. The one that doesn't, and I just took it out, was the kind of clear, or like silvery. It didn't. That was this one right here. It didn't. The gold seemed to work really well, and the black.
The black was really cool because the black has a very iridescent. Hold that back up again. One more time. And then we'll, move on to something else. But I love the way the black areas turned out. Especially that middle one.
Yeah.
But see, you know what was funny? It's because I think that was the area where a lot of paint was building up.
Oh, it was. So it just took it. I don't know if I want to keep those little pieces or not. I'm not gonna.
That's right. It's color combo. Arty fun. Right? Am I understanding how that's all being said?
Okay, I'm putting that on top of my computer up there so that I don't forget, what the hey I'm doing.
Hello. Is it, do you pronounce it Margie? Or is it,
A hard G.
well, it's actually M-A-R-J-I-E. So it may be like,
Margie. Margie. Margi. Margi.
it could be like
Or maybe the J is a ya.
Yeah. Marahi. Marhi.
I don't know. Let's know. Okay, well, remember we got 27 prints. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That number. Okay. So.
Give or take a few that, may or not.
Well, I didn't count that one where there's just an edge on it.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
Yeah. But I counted if I pulled, a print off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've got some here that I thought would be a good candidate. That one would be too.
the express train of prints. Yes. Choo-choo.
The express train of what?
Prints. They
Print,
just kept
yeah.
on,
Okay, so I want to talk about using and the decision making process, because this is Tweaky Tuesday, right?
Tweaky Tuesday.
Tweaky Tuesday. How do you decide, what is a good background when you want to go over it again with another stencil? And how do you go about doing it? It took me forever to figure this out. And I still have moments when I'm going, Mariah's moving lights around. Ah, there.
Better?
Well, it will be until I get a plate down there.
Yeah,
But most of the time, I'm not. I mean,
Yeah.
there's not going to be something shiny down
This
here.
makes me crazy.
So, but boy, yeah, that really brightened things up. So, Mariah requested. She said, "I think we don't do any more circles, okay?" I said, "Okay, I won't do any more circles." So I did some prints with this, and I thought this was really. Isn't that a beautiful blue?
So now that stencil right there in the blue is Paula's, and it's the block runes.
Yeah. Okay, well, I really like it, and I really like using it with our Geopoly.
Oh, yes.
I couldn't find those. I couldn't find my Geopoly.
For real?
Well, I know it's over here somewhere. It wasn't where it was supposed to be. But anyway, I thought, oh, well, what the heck. Now, here's the thing. I could, because if I used a really, really dark color here, everywhere where there's a dark color there, you're going to be losing definition. So this isn't a good choice. Now, I could go with white. But because this is, in some places it is really light, it's not going to work. So, not a good candidate for this. We shall put that aside.
I believe the color combo is just, you know, it's color combo April is what the hashtag is. And color with a, you know, spelled
That's an A.
European.
This could work with dark. But it's not very...
That's the carnival attraction.
Yeah, carnival attraction.
By Miriam.
I really want, and see, this is why when I said, oh yeah, that'll work.
Oh, I love that. Yes, do
Look at
that.
Now see, that's what we're looking for. When that pops off the page suddenly and you say, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Even now, I could go light or I could go dark on this, but I want to go dark. Yeah? Like Prussian or...
So are you going to put the lines on the print or you're going to block everything out?
I want to put the lines.
Okay.
Simply because I think that's what's
I agree.
important here, are the lines. It's not the shape of...
Because if you go
the
blocking
stencil.
out everything,
Yeah,
it'll be cool.
But I don't think you're not going to
Right.
be utilizing the sense and the
Playfulness.
playfulness. The very essence of the stencil is the line design.
Yeah.
So we want to maintain that. We want to keep the integrity of those lines. All right, that's a good one. All right, I'm going to put that one back over here.
It's been very popular. Carnival has been popular. And it's a tricky one to cut. It's
Well,
gone through a couple of little, tweaks.
Okay, I'm going to put this back over here because I've already got one. Another one that is a light color. I'm just going to go ahead and do these. All right, you can see this might work, but it's got some medium range values there where you're going to lose a lot of your definition. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, everybody, I mean...
This is one where you could put down a really light color and block out and use the lines of the darker paint that's there.
And that's what I think I'm going to do. All right, now this is the smaller. Make sure I've got the right side.
Oh,
Yeah.
Akiko has one, so she's going to try this after the stream. Yeah, a lot of you guys have this.
Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one. And it has
love that.
nice, bright colors and...
Oh, if you did pink, if you could find one of the more opaque pinks.
Well, I know, but I don't think I have any that are dark enough that would show up.
Maybe like the magenta.
And then I went over this with a dark... I mixed it up, actually. And I was thinking... maybe take and mix the pink, which is actually, I think it's half, yeah. But even mix some white in with it so that I get a opacity. Because remember, anytime you put white with a color, no matter what it is, you're going to lose your transparency. So I'm thinking that might be a good one. I doesn't feel like there's very much in there. Maybe I'll use something else. I know I've got lots of this one. And this makes a nice pink.
I'm glad that you're taking notes, Julie. What was that? Did you tape that one to the
Which
cart?
one?
Wasn't there a fortune that we found something about taking notes?
Oh, yes, I did. I put it on here. What did I do with that?
Oh, here we go. And Pete changed it to she who takes notes listens well. We came across that fortune while cleaning.
Yes. Amazing what you find. I'm trying to squeeze this all up here, and it keeps squeezing back down.
Maybe use the transparent mixing white with the color. That was a suggestion.
Yeah, that is a suggestion. The reason I say it's not really all that You might as well just mix white. If you want to get an opaque color, don't mess around with the transparent white. I mean,
she gets
that's
angry
like,
about the transparent
boom.
white.
And I don't have that much of it left. No, I use it all the time. I mean, I did use it all the time.
Well, you used to talk badly about it. It's right there. It's that Liquitex one.
No, it's not.
I thought it was the Liquitex one.
No. This is basic. That's the full on. I have a whole bunch of colors in there. They're taking. I'm going to have to redo my thing because I have some colors ordered with my paint money that you all sent me.
Yeah, you're going to show them some of your new paints?
I am. What?
So not all of them came?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was just the Goldens. None of the other
Sennelier
colors came. Okay, so let's do this.
I know. Rhonda said I thought she wanted to keep it transparent.
No.
No, she's trying to make it opaque.
I'm trying to make it opaque now.
Yeah, yeah.
I want those I want the lines to be the dark red. And then the rest of it is going to be pink.
Evie says, is the transparent mixing white what they used to call zinc white? I doubt that. Zinc white is like...
Zinc white is
like opaque.
Yeah, that's I have that.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's titanium. But I do have zinc somewhere here. Yeah, I don't... And there's
There's no rhyme or reason.
one of them... Well, one of them yellows and one of them doesn't. I don't know. And I don't care. It's not important to me right now. All right. Let's get our plate back here and get it cleaned up. We do still have some circles. I'm not sure how much that's going to affect our performance, but...
I'm pretty sure that Liquitex over there is the transparent.
No, it's not.
Let me have that bottle, please. Oh, it's titanium white. But the one that you have is a Liquitex, isn't it? The transparent one?
Well, it is, and I don't know why I can't find it.
Well, are you all out?
No. I'm not all out. Oh, here's a pink that I forget about. Here, we can use that one. That's already on its way to getting. And we don't know. Well, I've swatched it up there, and you can see it's pretty transparent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what we'll use.
Well, they're all over the place, Lynn. But we've got these... I'll post another picture of it. I've posted pictures of it before, but...
What?
Of the little tiered, things on the Lazy Susan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I gotta maintain here.
Okay.
I don't have time to keep doing any squirreling.
Beyond that squirreling that she just did.
Beyond the squirreling that I just did.
She's done squirreling.
Focus, focus. I would really like to find some more paper that's the right deadgum size. That looks pretty good. Wish I could peel that stuff off. But that ain't happening. Alright, I'm just going to hang that there because I think I can use that some more. Alright, let's get this color out here. And remember, when you're mixing on your plate, you must do it vigorously. This is Lucas Krill Studio Carmine. Titanium white.
You want the other titanium white?
No, I want the thick. I want the heavy body. And I might be pulling some off there, but that's all right. I'll grab my little...
Are you making pink?
Yes, ma'am. I am. Fran, don't watch.
Fran, look away.
Look away.
Pink is about to happen.
Look
Hey,
away.
she did some stuff with pink and orange. Yesterday's stream.
Oh, yeah, I did.
No, No, Fran did.
Oh, Fran did. Well, I did too. All right, now the problem is that's not as light as I wanted it to be.
Well, yeah, that red said, I'm going to stick
It's not
about.
red, it's pink.
Well, I know, but the red's sticking. I think that's a pretty good pink.
Think it's going to be light enough? I think I might need to get a bit more white there. So I want it to be really, really,
Really?
really. I want high contrast here. Because I want those red lines, and I'm getting enough paint out here to paint the side of a dead-gum house. That's all right.
Hi, Martha. She tried really hard to murder the pink.
Okay. Vigorous mixing. Because remember, whatever color, and you can check on your plate by turning it upside down and looking at it.
Shaking everything.
Sorry.
Brad says, can you stop shaking the can? I'm like, it shakes the floor. Just we're all, like, it's all connected.
As much of life is.
Hi, Lisa.
All right, now, we want a nice thick layer there. Because we're going to put down our...
You still see the circles in there a little bit.
Can?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm getting a nice pink over here.
All right. You wanted a thick layer.
Getting it all so I don't have lines, Mariah. You just shush it. Shush it.
Anne loves it when you say that.
Shush it.
Maybe not necessarily shush it Mariah, but just shush it.
What a nice... Oh my gosh, look at the paint.
Yeah, this explains how
things happen.
Mm-hmm. What? Oh, it is Barbie pink. So
It
Barbie
is.
pink.
So Barbie pink.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ooh. Well done. Good save. I don't know how she did that.
What?
How did you get the paint? Well, oh, because she was doing that.
Yeah.
Her mixing vigorously with the brayer.
I'm getting some air pockets here. What is this? What is this? What is this?
Hello, Linda. Welcome. I've been having weird sleep. I don't know what it is. Maybe the time change stuff still is kind of messing with me. I don't know. This is going to be a tricky one to get down in there in all those little pieces.
It is, and I'm really
Tissue paper is going to be your bestest friend with this particular stencil.
It really honestly is.
If you want to get the lines.
And these little details are so very important. And
that makes sense.
I don't, this is not when you want to use your Baron. This is when you want, something soft to mash it in. And then just keep checking. I don't know, I may have to do two.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, suck it up and...
Suck it up, Buttercup.
And then do two. That looks really cool. But this is really the second one. You can really see where you need to remove paint. And this is why you know, really, you can use a open paint on this one. This would be a opportunity to do that.
This, you don't want to be messing around with those metallics that dry, like, you know, that, trying to do this.
This is not the time to do that. This is not it. Well, we're getting some drying going on here.
I think you're getting as good as you're going to get.
I
you need
so.
to
move on. And this may be a dry and pick up.
I thought you were going to put it on that one print.
Well, I thought it was too, but I don't.
Well, I mean, there's always matte medium.
It's dry. So, let's turn it over and let's see what's going on here. And you know, that's okay. We can,
there's still quite a bit of detail
always
there.
be ready to modify your plan. Well, this is a modify. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, how about orange?
You could put it on that one print if you would just give it up and put some matte medium on it. Or what about that one shiny stuff? That might look cool. Because what'll happen is that'll be more matte-like. And then it'll make the other stuff shiny.
I can't believe I did that to my brand new brayer. Got it all cleaned off and now it's all mucked up again.
So you want me to repeat what I was saying?
I'm working things out here, okay?
You got quite the situation.
I've never.
You've never.
I don't think I've ever had it quite this bad before. I mean, you know, yeah, I have, but oh man, I gotta take care of this. Sorry, people. This is not a good situation.
No, because it's just gonna get all cloggy.
It's gonna get all cloggy, and then I'm gonna be in trouble because I don't have a clean brayer. This is it.
Gotcha, Katie.
Brayer abuse.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, y'all just, you know, hang out with us here.
Yeah.
Be cleaner brayer. Because she mixed paint vigorously and gooked up the ends.
Cooked up the ends, I'll say.
Yeah, I think so. I think so, Linda.
What is it?
Being able to use the vanilla mask. Yeah, I mean, it'll take all credit cards. If it considers it a credit card, it'll do it.
What you mean for what? For paying for things?
I do not know how much the the customs fees and all that. I do not know that.
You're really not supposed to do this to your brayer.
What's this?
What I just did here, you know.
Oh, do a wipey clean?
Well, no, you can do the wipey clean, but don't do what I just did in order to do the wipey clean.
Which was what?
Over, you know, mix it, if you have a lot of sloppy paint, you should probably mix it elsewhere.
That's what we learned here today.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
You don't know till you know.
You know?
Ah, there we go.
That was some gushy brayery, Susan says.
Look at this.
That was a lot of paint.
Absolutely incredible. I still haven't got all of it there.
Anne says, always important to learn what not to do.
Isn't that the truth? Alright, now I gotta figure out how to get this to turn around in there.
The teaching has value, yes. Thank you, Mary.
Okay, let's see if that works. Alright, yeah. There we go. Alright, I got some of it.
I feel like you need a tool.
I do. Alright, I gotta get rid of this, and that needs to dry anyway.
Anne says that is exactly why she makes mistakes, just to help others. I mean, she's a giver.
Yes.
That makes total sense.
Alright, here's my little tool.
This is the nail cleaning tool. Very helpful. It's also helpful when you're peeling your brayer.
It certainly is, because this little part right here, this little jobber.
Hold it up into the technology so they actually
See
know.
it conforms to the contours of your brayer, and
See how it's kind of scooped in? It's the, cuticle thing.
yeah. Alright, well, I'm feeling pretty good about this. It's probably just best that you don't let this happen, but if it do, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I know. This is the first I'm hearing of pink toilet paper. Do you remember pink toilet paper in the 80s?
No, I don't think we had any.
Yeah. And some fancy stuff.
Yeah. Alright, now, hung up on my bracelets here. Like I said, don't let this happen. Just don't do it. But see what I'm getting right now is I'm getting that what it does is when it builds up there, it keeps grabbing the new paint. And you can see all of these little things there. I'm a sloppy paint deliverer anyway, at best.
It's okay. We still love you.
Okay, I apologize for that.
A little intermission.
Yeah. Hey, we got a nice pink piece of paper here. Alright, well, let's move along here to plan B, since we're... Oh, that should be dry by now. Alright, so let's... Oh my gosh. I'll be grabbing that and it'll be mucking up something else.
Yeah.
There's just, no end to the mucking up today. I don't know.
That was some good stuff, Anne.
I appreciate y'all being patient and kind about this. I don't know if I were...
She says no time wasted here. And Anne's just getting everybody note up on, the reason we don't have colored toilet paper is to save the wildlife. So there you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay, let's get back to this now. Let's turn it over. We do have some good detail there.
Can I talk about my suggestion one more time?
You may
and then you can shoot me down. That cool stuff that you used the other day to glue down the star stencil. It's a medium. It's a slow drying medium.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it would be a very cool thing if you used it. Here's 2 reasons why. Number 1, if it's slow drying, that means it actually will give you more time for it to sort of activate with the other very dried paint on the print.
Yeah.
And adhere. Plus, I think it'll be cool because the paint here is an opaque paint, which doesn't have as much of that gloss to it, that sheen. Mm-hmm. And so everything in between on the actual print will have that sheen, and then the pink will be like, so it'll be nifty for a few reasons. Have I sold it?
I like where you're going with it, and I think that is a definite possibility, but here's my concern. On this piece of paper, I already have 3 layers.
Well, I don't think you should do it to that one.
Oh.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Well, it's very dull. I don't know. I'm just not feeling that either.
No, I don't love that one.
I don't love.
I was kind of thinking the yellow and or not the yellow, but the blue and green one.
Well, I think you've got the same value range here. I don't necessarily think that you're going to be able. Well, I don't know.
Oh, see? I think it's kind of nice. That's what I was thinking.
But I don't. You have to consider all of these circles in the background there.
Okay.
Those are going to be breaking up your design.
I'm considering them.
Are you considering it?
I don't think it's a deal breaker.
Hey, you know, I'm just going to do it.
Hey,
Because that's what you want me to do.
And then you can tell me I told you so.
And then it's on you.
Yeah. And you can have an I told you so moment, perhaps. Or I can have one. One of us is going to get it.
One of us is going to have it's an either or situation. It's not going to be a...
Both parties are not going to win here.
Let me see. Well, you know. All right, so here's this
Somebody's
stuff.
gotta
Look
be
at
right.
this stuff.
So this is the stuff that she used to glue down that star stencil.
I'll tell you what, if this messes up my plate...
Well, it's a mixative. It's supposed to mix, right? You said it's a slow drying
Well,
thing.
you're supposed to mix it with paint. You ain't supposed to just, like, you know, slather.
You are. It's just not probably...
Slather it on there like, you know, troweling a...
Well, again, here we are just, you know, showing everybody maybe what not to do.
Boy, this may be one of those days.
You can say I was there when.
And my thing about it is how do you know how thick it is? I mean, and do you know that you've got it everywhere?
I think you just go, I think you got it, and then get that paper down on there. Do it. I love it. Very excited about this.
Well, you're not going to be able to see anything today anyway, because guess what?
It's going to take a little bit.
This is going to be
We'll see this on the next stream.
a settling. And I did a pretty darn good job of getting that down without getting huge.
Oh, and yeah, you got to hold the medium up into the technology so everybody knows exactly what it is.
Well, you know, don't go right out and, you know, at least wait till we see. You know, don't muck up your...
It's good stuff to have. And I think you got it on sale because it is kind of pricey.
Yeah, I did, and that's the only reason I did is because it's slow dry gel additive.
Oh.
It's like the same thing as this, except it's about twice the price.
Oh, I think it's, yeah, definitely. At least.
Because this is 237 milliliters. This is 200. Well, you get a little bit more in here. 8 fluid ounces, and they don't even give you the 8 ounces here.
If you could line it up with the camera and put it a little closer, I just wouldn't be mad at you. There we go. Woo! Thank you. See that, y'all?
Yeah, and I'm not at all. I mean, I can't see what I've got here. I can see I've got something. But I can't see my figures. I don't like it.
I think that this could be a situation where... Now, see, I don't know how to turn other designer stuff into laser prints. I mean, obviously, I know how to do it. Like, in reality, I know how to do it, but I don't... How do I package them?
Ah, yeah.
But a laser print, a laser transfer would be the best way to get true detail.
It would, and well, hey, you know, this is okay. This
I think
is
you need to give it
super wet.
Right,
This has to go away for a long time.
You need to give it a go now with a more open paint, number one, and something darker.
Yes, I agree.
Because you're going to need some time to really get down into those little areas if you want this to happen.
All right, so now I'm down to my 8 by 10.
That's good, Gretchen. She says, today's title, Top 10 Tips for Mucking Up.
10 tips for what not to do.
I like the mucking it up. That's very, you know, on brand for us.
And I've got some purple stuff going on.
Yeah, you do.
Here.
Is the yellow on the...
we have to show... Oh, man, I'm transferring from my tape.
What's the yellow? Is that on the paper or is that on the plate? Or
It's underneath.
Okay.
I know, I should take care of it. That's very disconcerting. Boy,
Well, I think Miriam's on your side.
what did she say?
She says not enough contrast, too busy
Yep.
background.
Yep.
Thanks,
Yep.
Miriam.
Yep. Yep.
Just let me know if you're on Team Mariah. That was, you know. I got
All
her
right.
to use the medium.
Let's just go ahead and give this a little, I don't even remember the last time it was, but that'll give us a chance to get some of this purple mucky muck off. Oh, and Mariah, the purple mucky muck. I need to show my box.
Yeah, you do. Shall I bring it around the side? I'm not passing it through the hole. It's very heavy.
Yeah.
Shells and rocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, just let me know when you're ready.
What?
Rhonda says, baby steps, Mariah. Take the win. Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's
It's on there. That yellow, it gets everywhere.
I don't know from whence it came.
Well, that day you were using the yellow, and it got everywhere. Remember?
Well, I'm using it a lot, so it's like not.
Hmm.
But usually it ends up on the side. I
Hi,
can
Maya.
at least. All right, well that helps. At least we know that that's not. Do still have a few.
Oh,
little...
look at you, Kathy. Kathy says, once you pull this print and it's dry, could you do a glaze of quinacridone yellow, gold, or burnt orange?
Mm-hmm. I could. I don't know how much it would rectify the problem that we're having, but you know, my feeling about it is it's already screwed.
I don't necessarily believe
So-
that much into it, but I think that what it would do is that it would
Brown out.
make it cohesive, so then you have a true, you've then made it a background once again.
You would brown out everything that's blue.
Mm-hmm.
And since it's green is created from blue and yellow. Okay, hey, you know that could help it. Depending.
Mm-hmm.
Depending.
Judy says that medium looks sticky. It is sticky.
All right, let's look at the box for a minute while I'm
Oh yes, pondering that. Let's look at her box.
look at my box that I made for art. Well, I had the shells and I had them in a little box, wooden box
That just collected dust.
that collected dust. They were all very furry. And then I had this. So I put down a piece of tissue paper and very carefully penciled in. You can see my line here.
Were those chocolates?
No, they were tartlets. Remember, we got them at Costco at Christmas.
Tartlets.
Tartlets. And it already has its own little, you know, metallic closure system here. And this is where the ingredients were. And this is where the little picture of the tartlets were and everything. So this is a double layer of tissue paper. I just glued the one where I made the template. I just glued it down to the gel print. And then I went over the gel print and just came in. You saw the purple on the plate that I just cleaned off?
That's from
Well,
that.
that's what I did.
It's beautiful.
And it's holding all of our wonderful shells. Oh, I've got to show you this. This is pretty cool, too. I'm very proud of myself. You know, I think I was channeling Carrie in his
Box making.
he is very careful, I have to see where, I've got two in here, but one holding the very precious shells. These are just shells that they're really not anything, you know, like spectacular.
I think you should take them back to the beach and
But here's my
give
little,
the crabs a home.
here's my little thing for my sea urchin here. Oh no, I pulled the bottom off. Dadgummit. Alright, well, I'll have to show it to you later. I can't do that right now.
She was proud of herself.
I was, and you will think it's really wonderful, but it's got to have a little, yeah, a little
A
bit more.
redo? She got to
Well,
fix it.
You can just pull the top of it off. All right, let's do something with this. Just really ready for some successful gel play. It's pretty. Let's try the new colors.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Jenkins Green in high fluid. Here it is. It's a very...
Hey, I could go down there and turn this into a laser print. Now, the only thing is that it has to be, it'll be, you know, smaller than an 8.5 by 11, but I'll get it right up to the edge.
Yeah.
Do you want to try a laser print? And because you can try it with your new fluid.
Oh, my purple, my anthraquinone blue. Okay, so I've got Jenkins Green, which I've never had. The dioxazine purple in the fluid acrylic, and anthraquinone blue in the fluid acrylic. Remember, this is that one that I have from Liquitex. That is the move my stencil here for a sec. Let's say low impression. We're getting close. And Damthrine. And oh, I don't have Phyllis. About anthraquinone. Oh, I know. I've got it in the heavy body, in the golden heavy body. So let's see what happens when we do that. I really have no idea. I just know that this is very dry paint. I don't know if it'll be dry paint in the fluid. Do not know. Dries quickly. We shall see. My tissue. And these little spots here, and this is one of the reasons I told Mariah, I said, I love this stencil, but it's going to be a toughie to print. Oh, looky there. Didn't get that little dude's head on there. So really what I'm thinking about this print is it needs to go back to the designer, Mariah or Brad, and it needs to be bumped up, and something is going to have to come off.
Well, I think it's that...
I'm not getting details, and I don't know what else to do here.
Well, I don't think that in order to get the details, it really wasn't meant for the line work that you're doing here. I mean, it's more about getting it through the stencil. I mean, we always knew that with as much stuff that was going on in it, that it wasn't gonna give you that fine detail. You just weren't ever going to get that.
Well,
if you want everything in there, you know.
Yeah. But here we've got this now. All right, I'm just gonna.
Yes. So I think that if you want just the line work, which is what we're talking about here, that we turn this into the laser prints. And maybe offer it just as a one thing, if you want line work.
Because look at that. Isn't that wonderful? This is, this is what's supposed to happen here. And I think you're right. It's just not.
But the thing is like, so if you wanted to do like, okay, so there are ways to do it with the stencil. if you pulled the stencil off and flopped off, if you had the right paint, you could get the lines. That's one way of doing it. We should probably try that. It would be great flop off to get the lines. If you were doing the inking, like with the fine brush type thing, I think you could get cool lines from that.
Yes.
So, you know, it's just not all stencils are necessarily meant or ideal for the gel plate. That's just, you know, how it kind of, how the circle balls get juggled.
There you go.
There she goes. Oh, look at her. See, she went to her go-to.
My go-to.
You didn't want to try the fluids?
I did. I didn't specific. You know,
You're gonna give it a go with this first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am, because I'm, you know, feeling.
Exactly. Use it with inks. That makes sense. Okay. Perfect. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, Evie and see, they get that. They get that. Oh, hey, Mary.
I'm just having a hard time getting a nice even coat on here without, you know, pulling off too much.
Oh yeah, I see.
What is this? I mean,
well, we had the air on it up here, and I'm sure it dried it out, even though it is kind of muggy outside.
see, wherever that is really light there, you're not going to get good definition. I don't know.
She's a little flustered.
I'm frustrated, and I'm getting about ready to just, you know.
Hey, we can work on your book.
Toss it in there. I don't want to work on my book.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just, it's a weird day. Try those.
This is not going to make it any better. But I'm going to do it because you want me to do it.
Well, remember the one with the wallpaper? I got it with a fluid acrylic. Remember? Now it was magazine. So that could be a different little factor there. I don't know that I got one. Oh, I did. I did some of the little pieces I did with the fluid acrylic. I did kind of the magenta-y color, whatever one. Oh, you're getting crazy. Alright, I say you do it. Get her down. And pull it up.
You feel vindicated, Mariah?
Do you feel happy that something happened?
And I think you can see
Yes.
this. You're going to be able to get.
And here's what's happening, and why Pete usually gets things happening with the Utrecht, the purple dye. What is it?
Heavy body, yeah.
Yeah. It's very dry in here today. We ran the air conditioning, and so I don't think there's much moisture right at this moment in time in this area. So it's just drying up. Well, if it's already drying up, you need it wet enough to have that resist happen with the laser prints or even with the magazines. Now, I'll tell you what happens with the magazines. You can almost feel it, and remember in the video, and it was like kind of, it even made that, I mean, it was just sucking it up. So it's kind of like you got to leave it on there long enough, but then not too long, because then it just all becomes attached. Darcy says, boom, shakalaka. Yes.
Well, I'm happy that I did that. Oh, well, here we go again. I've got a bunch of muck on my plate.
Yeah, that's still some leftover stencil butter type thing. But it was, the stencil butter had resisted that very first layer.
And it was the underneath
Maybe I just call this stream resistance of all sorts.
God. I'm going to try some of my green.
Paint resisting. No, the age of the laser print does not matter. Some of those ones that I used in the stream whenever P was gone and it was Brad and I did the laser print, like the pieces that I had torn. Some of those are like way old.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
It really it's what's on there, and it's going to be on there. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. All right. Well, let's try our Jenkins green.
And you know what, Deb said assimilating the resistance. Yes. You see, you did the ASS.
Okay, we're gonna try a little less product here.
I don't know how to bring those comments back. Once Nightbot dings you, it doesn't allow me to bring them back. Oh, and yeah, okay. So some other people. Kayla says, "Wow, Em, you need to make more sound effects. It really adds." I don't know. I want like a clapping machine thing. It was so good. You know, that kind of thing.
Well, that wasn't the color to use.
The purples worked well.
The purple works well. All right, let's see if we can use the anthraquinone.
Do you want more
Where's
print?
my other? I don't know if I can see if this is dry.
Well, and that one with that first one might still.
Yeah, this is it.
No. That one
Oh,
too.
okay. But I don't know if we've got a little green going on here.
Brad now wants Jenkins green. Eddie loves that green. Yes, you can. You were able to come out from timeout corner.
All right, this is the first one.
Pull it up. A little bit.
Yeah.
Do you want some more printouts?
No, I think we get the idea that it does work. But this would be a good way to use the print.
Yeah, and those laser prints will continue to work. They work a little better the more they dry.
It needs to dry, and I probably because
it
I
looks
had
like
a lot of paint on there. A lot of paint. A lot of paint. But you can still see, as long as you can see a shimmer there, you can get something. But this right now, it needs to completely dry
because it's still sticky, so it grabs it.
Yes. And that's not what you want.
What was the one that worked? That was the dioxaning
Yes.
purple.
Yes.
Here, show him the bottle. Yeah.
And usually I can get this to work. But now here's the thing. Remember when I was pulling those prints for Izzy's little book? I had some retardant mixed in with this. The heavy body.
It's a weird, like, there's just a point in the paint where, you know, if it's too dry, you aren't going to get anything. If it's too wet, you really aren't going to get anything.
It is. There's a very specific sweet spot there that a lot of things have to come together. Your plate, the moisture on your plate is, you know, and you saw it was starting to craze. with the green.
Yeah, that makes it a little tricky.
That makes it a little tricky. All right. Oh, we've got one to pull here. I don't know. I'll do something with that. This.
Oh, yeah. Because that was the one that you put the layer down to pull it with.
Mm-hmm.
And it does need time.
Yeah.
Because this is one of the stencil butter ones. Yeah, you have to hold your tongue just right. And planetary alignment. We always say planetary alignment is key.
Yes. And the, do you see what's happening there?
I'm calling this stream resistance as futile. Is that copyrighted? I wonder. I could probably get away with that. For those of you that don't know, that's a Star Trek reference.
Go along here and scoop them up.
You're like a little Bonnie Foo-Foo.
Up and through the bars.
Is it Little Bonnie or is it Little Bunny?
Oh,
I always want to say Bonnie,
it's Bunny.
but it's Bunny, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a rabbit bunny.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense because it's Little Bonnie Foo-Foo. Yes, we are live on Easter. You know us.
Well, I only lost one little spot. And that's really pretty good.
Yeah. And it's so interesting that the stencil butter resists, but it did pick up a little bit there. That iridescent-iness that you... Because that's the mix, too. That's one of the reasons it looks so iridescent-y. Wasn't it? When you mixed up all the stuff on the card and you just ended up scooping it in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's some weird stuff happening there on that plate. Can you hold it up into the technology and kind of give it a wiggle? And I think people will be able to see. I mean, there's some stuff.
Well, let's get some stuff down there and see if we can get some. Because this is what you see. Where it squished around the edges there and left the underneath coat. So, it's a light blue. So, let's go with a dark
Maybe you
color.
put your Jenkins green down there.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed in that. Maybe I need to shake it a bit more.
Well, that makes me very nervous what you're doing.
I've got the lid on.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's. I mean, what the heck?
We're just sort of making things happen today.
Well, I think maybe I just needed to shake it a bit. Some of the
Yeah.
good stuff.
It settles a little bit.
I'm definitely going to see the...
Oh, Candy would like us to hold the print up into the technology as well.
Yes, ma'am. One moment. And I will certainly do that.
Thanks, Eddie. Eddie says, but that's why I love your stream, Mariah.
Why?
Because it's just
This is like...
such a variety show.
Well, that's less than...
Yeah.
That's a good first layer. There we go. Good first layer.
Isn't that cool?
But see the paint where it started
Yeah.
pulling up there? I'll just go along. Well, I'll just do it.
Glue those.
And then, just... And I could get that little spot there and glue it down, too.
I've done that. Oh, look at her.
Somewhere there.
Yes, the Jenkins was crazing, and that happens a lot with the fluid paints.
Mm-hmm. It does.
And it's more likely to happen even if you have a brand new plate, if you have a recently conditioned plate,
Yeah.
and the more watery your paints are, the more likely that the crazing will happen.
There we go.
I think that's super cool. And that was all the colors mixed together.
Yeah. More
And trying to get that to happen again exactly like that would probably be very difficult.
I suppose that you could, but the randomness of this, I don't think, yeah. This is a one-off. Mm-hmm. This is definitely a mono print. It won't be any more like that. Okay. We'll just let that set, because I do want to pull all that other stuff up there, and that's not going to happen if I pull that right now. All right, let's see if we can get something on this, and maybe, I don't know, maybe get something off of this. Just kind of, well, number one, I need my big plate in order to get the whole stencil on there, and the big plate is back there being utilized for something else. Cheers.
That'll do you.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go with something tried and true. Can't go wrong with old
Fern.
Lucas Krill Fern.
You're scaring me with all the shaking that you're doing today.
Well, my problem with Lucas and his little delivery system here.
Oof. Oof. Oof.
Oh, back in the bottle you go. There we go.
That's a mighty dollop there, but I think that it's...
Well, I think we still get some of that back in there if I can find a mediumly clean
looks like a
palette knife.
Easter. That's funny, Heather.
What?
It looked like a camouflage Easter bunny. The swirly swirls print.
Izzy was reading one of her books, and it's all about clouds in the sky and what they look like. Mm-hmm. And that reminded me of that. Okay, let's see if we've got some.
And I will say that on camera, this fern looks way brighter green than it actually is.
Yes.
It's not
really,
this...
It's really super wonderful stuff. I like the consistency of it. I like...
It's more like a celery color.
It is more like a celery. This is Hammer Mill.
She got it right.
Hammer.
Yeah, you got it right. Hammer mill.
God, and I doubt myself because I've said it wrong so many times. Clean up a bit here before we start moving things about the cabin. Ah, now see, that's...
Hey, see? There's more detail there than you realize.
There really is. I don't know that it's immediately recognizable as such, but it still makes a wonderfully interesting, you know, you would have to work at figuring out, okay, well, let me see. Look, what is that? Oh, yeah. Here we have a figure. You can see that. And here's the clown, but we've lost a lot of detail on
That's
the
okay,
clown.
because he kind of scares me.
And our musical thing going on here was pretty much lost. We can see a figure there. We can see a figure here.
I think you should try to do a little flop off.
Well, I'll have to move everything over, and
Is that for another day?
it's for another day, because I'm going to have to move the camera over here so I can have my paper here. It's, you know, I don't have enough room, and that's what's kind of frustrating about that, is that, yeah, I would like to do that more often, but, and I can do it on the little one, you know, the little plates. I've got room for a piece of paper here.
All right, you get to choose which one we're giving away, but we're giving away one of these today.
Oops.
I know, it's not going to be hard for her. She's more attached to these things than I realized. I don't really know why, because we bring them out and talk about them. We're like, oh, they're so cool.
This is Finch Fine Bright White. Is now available in green. They don't mean like the color.
Right.
But look at that. Isn't that a wonderful... I love that. I mean, you could just so work around that. Mm-hmm. And then you open
Oh, and it
this
has a picture of the Sharpie there. That's cool.
And then look at this. This is just so cool. It's like...
So you could pull those out if you wanted and use them as stuff.
Now here, this is cover. So this is going... Oh, look at that wonderful graphic there. Mm-hmm. And then you've got some more of these. But, I mean, you know, it's beautiful paper, number one. And, okay, and then we come to... Oh, look at these ants. Double thick.
Now, here's the deal with these. Because each one is going to weigh differently. If you do want to enter in to receive one of these books... just know that you will be paying the shipping. You will need to reach out to me via email. In fact, here I'm going to go ahead and just... And I'll do it afterwards, too. And let me know that you are the winner. I will then weigh it, figure out exactly how much it is to ship it, and you will pay for the shipping. So that will be the deal.
And it's really educational because you're getting... These are papers that you would use on your copy machine. I mean, it's kind of like, you know, a double whammy.
And it seemed like the media rates really weren't all that different than what, you know, kind of what we're getting. Because I did look into that, by the way.
Well, I really like this one, but I really... Oh, look. Look, guys. Look.
It folds out. That's what's cool about a lot of these paper sample books is that they are, you know, they have a full wrap around them. So, yeah.
Look at that. Text and cover papers. Mm-hmm. So that's... I really, you know...
Is that the one we're giving away today?
Yeah.
You're not even going to show that one or what?
Well, I like this one too.
You see the little cards at the beginning? That little flip out thing? There's 3 of them there, I think. Yeah. Or, yeah, 4. See? Isn't that cool?
And they haven't been... They're perforated, so they come out.
Yeah, they're meant to... Because they're like little sample things that you could leave behind with a client.
This is Mohawk Superfine Covers. Yeah, I like this one too.
Which one should we give away today? The ballerina or the woods? There for a while I thought it was a lizard. It kind of looks like one of the frill neck lizards.
Yeah, no kidding.
But it's a ballerina bending over.
I thought it was an exploding dandelion. That was my first... I really didn't see the dancer till you said that.
Oh, and see, Anne thought it was a bird. Yeah. It's really hard to tell. Like, it's kind of... Alright, so ballerina or woods. Let me know which one, and then I will make that into a hashtag once you guys kind of, you know, let me know in the chat. Do remember, it's on you for the shipping, and you have to email me. If you don't email me, I'm not reaching out. I'm not hunting you down.
These papers are sturdy enough that you can actually, you know, collage.
Hey, you know what another fun thing to do with these, with the written parts, is to do those block out poems. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, like on that bright, that would be so cool. Because a lot of the wording in them is very descriptive. So it's...
Prestigious business communication. 3 sophisticated laser guaranteed whites bring a feeling of elegance to the laser.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The wording in them lends very well to the blackout poem thing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just search it. Or, you know, we did a video because I videoed the whole thing.
And these are really, these pages are very sturdy.
Yeah, the tabbed ones are always going to be the cover paper anyway. And they'll have the fun stuff on it. And then in between each one, it gives you the samples and the different colors. And sometimes, depending on the book, it gives you like text weight or whatever in between. Or it gives you both
archival
ways.
and acid free. Mm-hmm. I mean, I just have such a hard time
Letting go.
parting with them. Okay.
I know.
I think I might keep this one.
Oh, well, I'm going to look at what people were saying. Oh, they want the ballerina. Okay, good. She's keeping the woods. She likes that one. Your stuffy hole's going to get stuffed up.
You just shush it.
Okay, I got to get the
Hey, and
knife out here.
this is raised here, the word fine.
Yes, there's usually embossing. They try to give you a different variety of ways, like the best ways that, you know, they're going to show off all the capabilities of the paper, which is another reason they're really cool. Alrighty, so let's see. So hashtag is going to be ballerina. Let's just do that. Ballerina. I think I spelled it right.
The Clampett paper people are really super nice too.
They are.
They let you go in and look at their papers.
They have a creative center. It's very cool.
Yeah.
I highly recommend in your area if you have a paper company.
A private paper
The
company.
thing is, they don't always let everybody in. Like, one of the reasons I get in is because our main company is a design company, and I've always had an account with them. See, not everybody gets to go into that design center.
Well, I noticed there weren't very many people in there.
Yeah, either like students or you have to be like a customer. Not that they check your ID at the door, but they are very suspicious of, you know, like if you're... They will ask you why you're there. At least they do here. All right, has everybody entered that wants to enter? I've got 23 eligible
Entries.
entries. On my brain today. Alrighty, I am rolling it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Boom. Oh, Jamie Heron. Yay. It's because you have the lizard, because you have the lizard picture as your icon, see? And it's the weird lizard ballerina. Nightbot said that's for you. Awesome. Alright, you gotta email me, Jamie. I'll let you know what the postage is.
This is
It's a little heavy.
Hefty little dude. It's got a lot of good paper in it. A lot.
Well,
of
and
good
what's
paper.
cool about this one is it's like a lot of so it's like the creams and the whites, which is so nice because like if you want to emboss stuff or do whatever, it'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Have fun.
She's emailing me right now. Okay, wonderful.
Alrighty. Oh, I'm hot.
I am happy. Why are you hot? Have you been drinking coffee again lately?
No, I've been drinking bourbon.
Well, that'll do it. Is there anything to pull over there? Have you done anything on your book? Is there any other updates you want to give?
No. I haven't even, I've just been messing around with this and that and, you know, and...
I did add a little collage bits to my book. I just haven't really been... Here, I'll hand that across to you. Haven't really been doing much to it.
Collage bits.
I'm kind of happy with where it's at with the tags. And I don't even know if I want to add tag bit, you know, like the little fluffy things to the tags because it's going to add to the... Isn't that look cool, though? I'm very proud of that. How it all runs together.
You're using this one?
Well, it was in my... It looks
you were just
fantastic.
supposed to show it.
Well, it's in there. It's in the pockets. I think Brad turned on the air for us.
Whew, thank you, Brad.
See, it like blows everything around.
Where'd this come from?
I don't know. Somebody sent it to us. It just fell out of one of the little cubby things up here, so I don't know, and I can't remember if you sent it to us. Let me know.
You can't remember. And this is not mine.
That's yours. You made that.
I didn't make that.
Yes, you did.
Oh, this is those little stamps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, ladies. Hey, and I made this one. Is Sharon there? Sharon, remember when we grabbed stuff off of our desk or from the environs of your desk? And this was toilet paper. And then I had these little pieces of Yupo left and a butterfly wing.
Uh-huh.
And a big old eye on the back.
Okay, so Carla wants to know, how does one acquire such a book if we are a loser? You're not a loser.
A what?
Yeah, we have lots of them, so we'll be giving away more of them. But you can, like I said, reach out to, if you have a paper company.
Private paper company.
I even look, now, here's the other thing. These different papers, some paper companies, the actual paper maker, the manufacturer of the different lines of paper, sometimes you can order the sample books. They don't do it that often. I even looked on like Sappy, so they're one of them. You have to be part of like you have to be a client. So which means you probably have to.
Yeah, because I
part
imagine every one of those little books. That's
it gets. Oh, and I can't even imagine the cost that goes into these, because they'll have specific like designers design the things, and some of them get real fancy, which is so cool. But yeah, they're meant to sell the paper, so there's only a certain amount of them made that go off to the paper companies. Then the paper companies supply them to printers and their customers to be able to sell the paper. Yeah. I can't move the mic away from the air.
You can't do what?
Brad says move the mic away from the air. It's right above it. That's one of the other reasons I don't run it. We either need to come up here and point them and move them. But yeah.
It's going to require a ladder, Brad.
But yeah, like you can just search, paper companies. And then if you have a paper distribution, like, so that's what Clampett Paper is around here. They bring in all the different papers and then sell to the printer companies. And then the printers print the papers. You could reach out to printers that are near you.
Yeah.
Because they'll be able to, they'll probably have old ones that they want to get rid of.
And the thing about it is that's exactly right. But the other thing is that they just discontinue so many of the papers within that particular.
Yes.
They no longer make those.
Yes, so they'll have old ones.
That they'll sell you probably for minimal.
Well, they might just want to give them to you because they don't know what to do with them all. So yeah, I mean there are options to call around, look about, see what's local. Because otherwise, getting them online and having them ship you is usually a pain in the butt to even find the ones that do, and they're going to charge you a lot more probably for shipping than even what we're willing to ship it out. And for that reason, like, because they just want it to go to the right people.
Yeah.
That are buying paper.
Yeah, because that's what
they're in business for.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're in the business of doing.
Yes. Well, we have 30 minutes.
I don't have anything else.
You don't have anything else? Okay.
I mean, where's it? Let's see if we can pull that.
I say just pull it.
Mm.
Just pull it and see what happens. Everybody's angry at it anyway.
See, it isn't.
It ain't even sticking. You could have another go at it.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is, it's pulling part of it, and
that's fine.
okay, that was not a good solution. Don't use that for your pull layer. Either that or let it sit.
Yeah, for 2 days.
Because it's still wet.
Well, because it's a slow drying medium.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty impressed actually with what it adhered to just in that amount of time. Personally. I'm
Well, it can't. One nice thing, it's not on the plate. It may be on that paint.
Yeah.
But it's not on the plate. So.
Hey, grab another stencil and do a stencil over that.
I'm going to put some green on it.
Okay. With a stencil?
Jenkins.
Are you going to do stencil?
No, I'm not.
She's not.
Just going to, whatever's on there, this is what's on there.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Well, you don't know what it's going to look like on the
Well, I know,
other
but
side.
look at how it's kind of sticking to the paint, sort of, and...
Yeah. Try to get that technique.
Well, and the air's blowing, so...
Yeah. It's drying like a mad...
It's like a dark cloud of bubble gum
Intest-
oozing out of this guy.
intestines. Intestinal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's put some more stuff on there.
Jacqueline loves your roll off, your brayer sheet, brayer off.
Oh yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? All right, now
I know. We're gonna get to a lot of those new stencils. I just need to get them laid out for her. And we got to finalize this sorting of the stencils.
Yeah,
She gave out on me the other day. Oh, that looks pretty.
I think we just should keep
Keep
going.
going.
here.
That's what I was thinking.
Ooh.
Keep going. This
Keep
is
going. We're on a roll here.
This is
What do we
doing
got?
good things.
Good things are happening. Let's get a little. Now, what do we have here? Anthraquinone. We've already used that. We used the dioxanine. We haven't used the dioxanine.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Well, we may have lost our wonderful stencil here, but we're, sometimes.
I know. I keep telling her that too, Diane. Older stencils even. Why don't you just grab one from, just grab a folder and see what's in there. You know you love doing that. It's looking very interesting from the backside, and it's like nothing. You were just spraying up things.
I am.
It's so crazy.
I think we should just let that sit for a spell. Oh, it's
And
already
those of
dry.
you that do have this stencil, please post your whatever your experience and your prints, and if you're doing inks and whatever you're doing, post those pictures and makers. We want to see them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Diane says a lot of newer people haven't seen the older ones used. It looks very rock and roll. It does.
No.
Oh, whoa.
No.
You've got to put that in a different thing.
I know.
Too much is coming out. Oh, goodness.
Too much.
Scaring me. Woo. Whoop. Playing with fire there.
I know. I love this color so much that I'm willing to put up with this crap container. Because I don't know where else this color is.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Colleen. So, just while I was away, a couple of people had a question. When do you use high flow versus heavy body?
Well, you saw today what happened with the high flow and the
Laser prints.
laser print.
See, she had never ever had that experience with them. And you guys know from those of you that were there or have watched the replay, when I was doing the laser print, she's like, I can't believe you were getting that with those, with the fluid acrylics.
Look at, I'm having trouble getting my paper down because the air conditioning.
Blowing. So, a lot of it has to do with, it's just kind of what your technique becomes, I think. Where you're at, the weather, what of those paints are going to work the best for you.
There's absolutely no given. I got the best results for the photo transfer when I was using the dark purple, which was Amsterdam, mixed with a tiny bit of retarder. And that's when I would get my most consistent. Now, again, I had times when it was too dry. I had times when it was too wet. And it also depends on the quality of your photograph, your print. There's just so many things. I love this.
What shoes you're wearing. Yes.
It
Totally plays into,
humidity.
What paint you should use.
Humidity is a big factor. If you live in Arizona, buy some retarder.
Yeah. Depends on your mood, levels of caffeine. Yeah. All of these are
The amount of bourbon you consume.
how much bourbon you've consumed. Yeah. if it's Sunday, if it's, Tuesday.
Okay, well, those were some really good colors together.
Diane goes, I'm not sure about this print. We weren't really sure. I like it. I think it's kind of moody. This really represents the day.
It does. I love it. I mean,
it's kind of weird.
I'm really upset that we, didn't have a lot of stuff happening. We're over with the Jolly Ho Ho colors. Here, this is it.
Well, and
here's Mariah, and here's Patricia. This is a perfect
example. Yes, 100%.
And Mariah's flying away.
I am trying to get the heck out of that darkness. Come into the light, Carol Ann.
Oh, okay. But you can see what a lovely, lovely patina that.
That's great. Okay, Arkansas Crazy Quilter. She says, I like it. Barbie meets Mad Max.
Yeah. And the Thunderdome.
Yes. Barbie gone Mad Max. There we go.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And this is just puking circles up here.
You're so mean. I like that print. And I also I love the sheen that's on it now.
I like the sheen.
I'll tell you, that one stuff is awesome for the sheen.
There. I caught it.
Yeah. Put some weights on it.
Nailed it.
There you go.
But I love this turquoise with this green.
Yes. That's
and then even out here in the middle where they're mixing, I think those are wonderful.
No, I don't think so. I think it's, the bourbon, there's a point when it's a good thing or a bad thing. So if you're not doing it, that's okay too.
Mostly has to do with, what comes out of my mouth more than what, goes down on the paper.
I get a little more worried.
Yeah, Mariah gets anxious.
Uh-huh.
Anxious. Okay, what do we have over here? Oh, I don't think anything. Well, I don't know that. I think this is dry. I mean, it is just... one little pimple out there in the middle.
I was like, I think there has to be more to what Anne was saying, and then I did. Okay, I saw that. She is. She can put the spin on it.
What?
So Anne says Barbie fell into the tar pits, and then she says Matt in black in a pink job. We will write a BS piece about how the importance of it, and then someone will want to buy it. I knew you would chuckle about that. She appreciates that.
That's a good one. All right. I think I need to get some pink on this.
Yeah, get some pink on it. Brad, if you wanted to turn off the air, I wouldn't be mad at you.
Yeah, I'm cooled off, and it's really wreaking havoc with my papers are blowing away. Okay, well, we're going to let this render. Gosh, I mean, it's so weird. Don't know what the deal is. Do not.
Yes. Exploration of the constraints on women. That would be the starting point. I'll tell you, though, the whole story about Barbie is pretty interesting. And there's kind of some good and bad of it.
Of what?
Of Barbie and just the different things that...
Barbie's come a long way.
No, and even each point in time, Barbie really was always...
Cutting edge?
Cutting edge, yes. It's just, depending on when you accessed her or, what was going on in the world. It's a very cool story.
Yeah. Okay, I'll believe you.
Okay.
Okay, excuse me. I'm going to get something on here that's totally opaque.
Thank you. And the sound probably got a lot better. It's like, I don't know why that vent is right there, but it would be awesome if it was, over there.
Well, I don't know how that's going to happen.
No. I'm just saying that,
I don't, the people that where they put the light switches in this house amazes
Well,
the
and the
crap out of me
plugins.
too.
But then it kind of irks me because we could have, we had, the house was being built. So we could have, but it's things like that you just don't think of. You pick out the tile and stuff. You don't think, oh, I should probably let them know I'd really like the outlet over here versus here. Or I want one on this side of the bathroom and on that side of the bathroom.
Or how about we just plain have one to plug a heater into in the
Lower part of the bathroom.
bathroom. Yeah, that would be a good thing. Ding dang dong.
Some serious complaints coming from us today. It's so true, Diane.
Well, it helps if you can line things up.
That's a statement with that green and that mauve. Move.
And of course, I couldn't have covered up that little white spot there by just moving it over
This
like
is
that
also
much.
a stencil by Miriam. This one's called Fern Pods.
I like fern pods. Fern pods is a cousin to puzzle.
It is kind of a cousin to puzzle.
It's a cousin to puzzle. All right, what do we have here? What do we have here?
I don't know. I wish you'd pick a stencil out of your folders over there.
I just did. Got fern pods.
We'll pick another one.
Okay, what about... Oh, that's too close. Colors, that would be okay, but let's see here. Under a bracket
Yeah, totally.
mode.
Yes. That is what... And it's funny, I think in those first sets of Barbie, they did both a brunette and a blonde version. In the very first Barbies.
Yep.
Which one are you picking there?
Well, the problem is these boogers are married up.
A little bit. Seems they're coming apart pretty decently. That's dancing graffiti.
It's dancing graffiti. That back there. All right, what do we got here? See if this will come off. It did. I love that.
I like it.
It's kind of lizardy.
Yes.
Lizardy.
Lizardy.
Yeah. Now, think about these little jobbers. You want to really watch because the holes on these babies get clogged up really, really easy. Okay, so we're going to use...
But I see that you haven't really cleaned that one.
What?
Or did you just kind of make sure your holes were clean?
Nah, I've got some holes that are definitely in...
Closing up.
But I think there's enough of them that are... I could use the big one. You know, it might be interesting.
Yes.
Let's do that.
The cute chameleon entangled.
Really like this purple. We'll see if we can do a...
Oh, bye, Trish. And yes, we're definitely sending good vibes your way. Thanks for hanging. I do love this color.
I do too.
It's a nice thing. You can flip your brayer over. Yeah, that's a pretty thick stencil there. You've got some layers on it.
I know. We'll use the ball.
Okay. And hopefully we'll be back on track kind of with your book on Thursday.
Yeah, if you come up and help me with it.
Okay, I'll try to do that tonight.
Cool looking.
Very nice. And well done.
Kind of smushy.
Yeah, that's because you had paint on the stencil. Now, if it was a brand new stencil, or if you clean it,
yeah, sucked down on there.
Yes,
But because of the texture on the back of the stencil, see
that's why you get the distressed look.
Yeah, but I like that.
Yeah,
Really like that.
I just like to explain to people what's happening.
You did.
I just like to explain to people what's happening.
It's not dry yet.
Have
Cheers.
Brad turn the air back on, off, on, off.
Okay, so what I want to do here, I want this to dry.
Oh, see? Linda says, thanks for answering my question before she even typed it.
What is it?
You're welcome, Linda. See? I thought
What
people
was
want
the
to know
question?
things. I don't know. I think maybe about why that looks kind of smushy or,
Oh yeah, the stencil has a lot to do with it. If you like for it to be pristine, then you need to wash the paint off each time, because it's. I can feel a texture on this. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. And actually, that's a really good example. You can see it because you can still see the speckling. Pocky. You like to say pocky.
And sometimes I really like it, but sometimes I really like for it to like suck down on there.
So if you have a little if you have one of those, foot basin things or what, dishwashing pan things. Anyway.
Yeah.
With a little bit of water in it. Put your stencil in that right away when you're doing these print sessions, and then that way you can then fully clean it once you're done.
Yes.
And the paint hasn't dried up on it.
Yeah.
Because you do not want to really necessarily be scrubbing at your stencil, especially these very dainty ones. Because, the connection points and things like that are points where they can break or snap. So being able to wash it more easily, that's one way to do it. The Yupo will hold up.
Yeah, I've soaked it for days.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Sometimes you can get skin off of it if you want to let the paint build up. And
Can't believe it did that.
oh, Gayla wanted to know what color purple that was. It's a violet, isn't it?
It's yes, it's permanent red violet. 590. It's a good one.
Yeah. I think that's the Lucas Girl one that says it's mauve, and it's not really mauve. Mauve.
Okay, I told Mariah, I said I really want to send Golden a little comment that, can they please, I know why they put that membrane on there, so that it's not leaking out and going all over the place. But I mean, it really does represent total.
And it doesn't even have a little pull tabby thing.
No. Now the other ones do. But the nice thing about this, I'll just do that right now, is I can swatch this with the, that's why that green one looked kind of mucky. It's because I swatched it using the membrane.
And I'm ordering swatch stickers today. And I will have them in the shop whenever they arrive.
Okay, so here goes.
I would like to ask you guys, in what quantities would you want them? Like, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
Well, it kind of depends on how many you got. It'd be nice if I could get the lid on that.
Well, I know, but I'm going to order them in bulk, and then I'm going to put them in little,
okay.
I'll sell them in batches.
Okay, so we know right away that this is a transparent.
Yes.
Well, you can see that from the front. And this is one of the new colors, transparent yellow iron oxide. I have transparent red iron oxide, but this is transparent yellow iron oxide.
What I like about our swatch stickers versus like the golden thing. The golden just has black bars. I have a gradient because it's kind of interesting to be able to see, you know, grayscale, how, you know, what's going to show through. Okay, 20. All right, cool. Ooh, well done.
That's gonna be a good one. All right, that needs to set a spell. But isn't that cool?
Mm-hmm.
So that background stuff that we got on there is really kind of adds another dimension to the texture. And hopefully we've got enough on there to pull it with the transparent yellow iron oxide. But what I will say about these paint... Oh, shoot.
Sugar.
I just...
Let your swatch dry.
Let your swatch dry. Is that they're very sticky.
Yeah.
Very sticky.
I think that's also one of the reasons that, you know, especially with the magazine transfer, it did work so well.
Yeah.
But, like, you've got to move. You don't, like, let
can't.
that rub and hold on because it's very sticky. So everything's going to come up. It did have a very 70s aesthetic. That was a good call, Heather.
All right, let's just, you know, see what happens here. I don't know. New paint.
Yes. I would totally keep that confidential.
What?
And it says, in order to buy stickers, I would have to count how much paint I have. Would this information be kept confidential? Just wondering. You see, that's when you say asking for a friend.
Pull it with maybe lime green.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, I anticipate that this... Oh. Look at that hair.
That's funny. And Darcy says, I'm the friend. Yes, whatever you guys tell me in private, you know, just let me know. It's like, this is just between us. And I'll be like, okay. It would also help me kind of know how many I need to order. Because I do get price breaks, obviously. The more I order, the better price I get. And then that, you know.
Well, from your partner over here, I'm just about out over there.
I know.
And I need to reduce some of mine.
Okay.
Because they're...
They get gooked up.
You can't even tell anymore. They're just...
And they've been tainted by other paints.
tainted. They've been tainted.
Yes. That's right, Kathy. Yes, that is classified information. 100%. Woo! I love it.
That's a good one, isn't it?
I like it.
Yeah, I like this Fernie job. It's a good one. And I've got it in the bigger size too, but I just thought since I'm using these smaller, and sometimes I use the big stencil on the small. I mean, you watched me do that, right? Yeah.
That's right, Kayla.
What?
Oh, that's funny. She says, so I guess the stickers would need a confessional booth. You'll have to develop a ritual. Yes.
All right, I'm going to give old Jenkins another shake.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that was a good call.
Because I want to see what this green, and then maybe use a more of a yellow green.
Yes, I will have them in the shop, but so once I place an order, then when they come in, I'll get them into the shop. Oh, Evie's gonna teach Trish's brother, Tommy, some more jump printing this weekend.
Okay. See, I needed to center that because I got it.
Yeah, a little wonky there in the end.
Sometimes it's kind of hard to just tell where you are. I should turn it over because you can immediately tell when you do this. So, yeah.
Well, I think it's best, like, if you hold your fingers underneath at the point where you know you kind of want to center it up to, then you'll be able to tell. You just sometimes just flop it down there and hope for the best.
This is certainly true.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, we're at time.
Well, just a minute.
Okay.
I've got to do something here. I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway.
That's okay. Resistance is futile. That's our stream theme today. We're not resisting anything. It's a good hashtag for this crowd. Painted and tainted.
Oh, there, see, some of that
Yeah.
came through.
Kind of highlight.
Now, I think if I pull this with pink, pull it with a pink,
P against the resistance.
or maybe even this. But I can't because I can tell you right now, I'm just looking at it after I put that last coat on there. I've got
In all the good ways, right, Gayla? Okay. Can we?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't do anything else to it.
This
'cause
was
it's
Tweaky
wet.
Tuesday. Resistance is futile. It was an interesting one.
I'm very stressed.
She's a little stressed.
A little
That's all right.
stressed.
I'm going to hang out with you. We're going to talk about the book later on this evening. And all
Okay.
that. So, all right, guys, we'll see you back here on Thursday. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us. If you want to see more from all of these lovely folks that you see here in the chat, that is over in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. Be sure to give those thumbsy upsies, even here at the end. Very important. If you're just coming in, well, this is the end. Please come back, watch the replay, leave those comments, do all that business, and we'll see you guys back here on Thursday. Bye.